This is Mags on Media. Now, I was simultaneously intrigued and also tickled when this landed in my inbox the other day. I want to read you part of the mail. Dear Jeremy, it went. I think I owe you an apology. Sure, we've had some good times. We've made some memories together, but maybe we haven't made enough of them. You pay a lot of attention to the media, like a lot. I spend my time just wishing you gave me attention like that. But I know I'm guilty of it too. I think we could do something different, both learn to understand each other a little bit better, to really know what is going on in each other's lives. So how about it, yours? And it was signed Money. Well, on further investigation, I found that this is a new campaign for the digital money management platform called 22seven. Here to tell us more, Chief Executive Christo Darfel is with us. Matt Riley is from the BBDO agency. To both of you, a very warm welcome. Christo, to you first of all, you say that most people, and I think I would count myself in that category, have a dysfunctional relationship with money.
Yep.
Explain that to me.
Who's taught how to look after their money? You know, we grow up as kids, all of a sudden we start working, you get your first paycheck, you blow it. So I think the fact that we started off saying people have a dysfunctional relationship with money, I think it stands for most people. Wealthy people, people who are students that just started out in their financial life. I think the big thing that we've realized is it's one thing to help people manage their money. The first thing is to acknowledge that the relationship with money is not as cool as it should be.
The concept of 22seven then, what is it? What are you doing?
Well, it starts off helping people see their money differently. So the first thing you need is to see all your money in one place. And once you do that, to have an honest view of where you've been spending your money. I think most of us have actually quite a...
I think the words you're looking for are no idea at all.
It is. I was trying to be polite. Yeah. We have no idea where we spend our money. So the first thing, you help people see that easily. They can reflect on that and then help them act in a smarter way that they end up making smarter financial decisions. So that's what the tool is all about.
So cleverly, Matt, you have decided to give money a persona.
The reason no one has a relationship with money is because it's largely intangible. It's something that I can't relate to on a personal level. And quite frankly, I don't really want to think about it too often. So what we had to do is, for something that's not consciously thought of at all, how do we get it to actually be quite disruptive? And how do you disrupt people into going, actually, there's this life partner that I have, which I'm paying no attention to. And imagine if that life partner reached out to you and said, can we kind of start this thing over? And that's where the whole conversation with money started. So you're asking all
of us to have a do-over as far as the money's concerned. Christo, if it's not a dysfunctional relationship, what type of relationship should we be having with our money?
Well, a healthy one. And I think the first thing is to realize that we are emotional human beings. We are often pushed by our emotions to make decisions specifically about money. I know you like gadgets, Jeremy. So how often have you walked past a store that has the latest gadget and you can't help but buy one? And then a while later you think, why the hell did I do that? So I think it's that acknowledging that we're human beings first, that we're emotional first, and that money is not just black and white, it's not ones and zeros, it's far more than that. And to bring those two things together, to help people understand that, for heaven's sake, just acknowledge that you are emotional, but understand what's the most important to you and then track your decisions to that.
So, Matt Riley, the campaign components then, how are you pushing this concept into the marketplace?
The assumption was no one wants to directly jump into a relationship with anything to do vaguely with financial services. So we had to start off with a bit of a tease, given the software in, hence kind of stunts like skywriting, the kind of note that you got.
I think you also wrote to the finance minister, didn't you?
Yeah. We apologized for being so hard to handle over the last year, a day after the budget speech. And all of that kind of led to this hashtag of start over. Okay, this is a soft way in. If people will engage with the message from money, then let them discover that actually that was from 22seven, and then I want to talk to 22seven now. No one wants 22seven jumping out at them from a financial services perspective saying, I want to talk to you. And because, it lives in a completely different category. So phase one was kind of let's tease. Phase two is let's start having a dialogue. Now that money's made the first move, how does it start to repair this relationship? So money spoke about things of, for example, imagine we could see eye to eye, and that kind of links back to a feature, which is seeing all of your money in one place. So it's through this conversation vehicle that we start revealing the features and benefits of 22seven.
Gentlemen, clever, smart, tactical. I hope it works well. Christo Darfel, Chief Executive, founder 22seven, Matt Riley with the BBDO agency. Thank you very much for joining us. Now, the award-winning liquor brand KWV has launched its first ever brand campaign in its 97-year history. The brand knocked at the door of the Saatchi and Saatchi Brands Rock agency to bring across the notion of achieving greatness. This is how they did it.
On the Shoulders of Giants is effectively a nod to the giants that have gone before us. KWV's essence of respect, tradition, challenge, convention is really a testament to this. And we wanted to create a beautiful storyline where we could showcase those in simple vignettes or metaphorical vignettes, effectively.
What made this commercial different for me was that it was about human endeavor, but portraying human endeavor in the past and the present together in one frame.
We're really excited about this campaign. Any great campaign has to have a couple of things. First of all, it's got to be rooted in a deep consumer insight. Ours is persistence reveals character.
Essentially, we're all on a journey to master our own crafts. As young South Africans, as young people, we work hard at mastering our crafts, and we follow in the footsteps of the pioneers and the masters that come before us. The notion of getting to that destination, achieving that sense of greatness, whatever that journey may be, that is in essence the true finished great moment.
Production-wise, it was challenging. We'd be shooting one scene and other teams had already gone ahead to create the next world, in essence, so that we could just step into that world and start shooting the next scene. One of the challenging worlds we had to create was the idea of one of the giants of mountaineering, modeled on someone like Edmund Hillary, ascending a major peak. So obviously down here in the southern hemisphere, it's very challenging to create that in reality. We went and found a slope that would just had the right angle to match real footage of Edmund Hillary ascending that peak.
In terms of bringing On Shoulders of Giants into an entire integrated campaign, we've looked at all the touch points from PR to social to digital to activations. By virtue of the end scene where the young brandy maker and the old pioneer winemaker, they have a toast to one another, using that idea of literally donning our nod to the people that have gone before us.
The message is universal, and we can support that growth with a fantastic campaign.
And just to remind you, Mags on Media is on Facebook and on Twitter and now also on Instagram. Let us know what you thought of the stories and the brands that we featured on today's programme. Next week, we'll sit down with another one of the heavy hitters from this year's Design Indaba. He's worked with the likes of Dennis Hopper and Pharrell Williams. Until next time, goodbye to you and thank you for watching.